My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Aethermancer. This run is in Mythic difficulty. We've just completed the first biome, moving into the second. And our team is as such. We have Zoe the Shambler, we have Reggie Sharoof, and then we have Matthew Nosferatu. And the main thing that we're working with here is that Zoe is retaliating to generate additional energy and setting up a bunch of ways to force enemies to have to hit her. We've got Reggie here as well, who is probably the core of our party at the moment, using Lava Fling to purge 2 enemy ether, which on interrupt applies 3 burn to all enemies. However, Scorched Earth, the trait of Reggie, says whenever this monster applies 1 or more burn stacks to an enemy, break a poise on them. Also, Shock on interrupt, which is when the enemy can't cast their moves, so you purge the ether they were going to use, or when you stagger them, or kill them, deal 6 fire/wind damage hit to the enemy, and then also poise purging now. Whenever this monster purges or steals ether, break 1 poise of the same element on all enemies. So we should be able to use Lava Fling to disable our enemies consistently, as well as do a huge amount of damage. And then finally, rounding out the party, we have Matthew here, Cosmic Horror Vampirism. Vampirism meaning terror on enemies heals the allies that hit them, and Cosmic Horror is so far not doing anything. It increases terror application by 1. At the start of your turn, generate wild ether for every enemy that has 5 or more terror. I don't think I need this. I think I should probably get rid of that skill somehow. I was trying to plan on getting all of my enemies to have 5 terror on them at the end of the turn, but we're pretty far away from that. So for the Forbidden Fortress first level, I'll head into the Ether Spring area. I'm hoping to, just a permanent buff for the rest. Fire or water? That's interesting, because we definitely have more units that use water, and water is really important. Zoe's redirect partly comes out of water. However, fire is on Lava Fling as well as Flash Guard, and Flash Guard Brace is a really good turn for Zoe as well. And the fire specifically being available for Lava Fling every turn is absolutely crucial. Dead. Still don't think I've caught a Domovoy, right? I do have a blank memento, so I can capture it though. Oh, hell yeah. So Lava Fling will disable 2 enemies' abilities here, giving all enemies 6 burn in 2 individual stacks. It ends up staggering one of the enemies. And we get 3 power on Sharoof for having done it. Yeah, pretty good. Domovoy! Fire Water, it's a healing, regeneration, and burn character. That actually would have really helped round out this party. Ooh, unfortunately, we don't have enough fire to... Actually, no, I don't need to redirect. I already had the 2 redirect from start of fight, because Zoe has Taunt. At the start of combat, gain 2 redirect and shield self for 2/3. I guess, Matthew, you just generate some resources now? Oh, it's lovely to take no damage to the enemies. Prevent all of their hits, as well as generate ether out of them. Lava Fling is not capable of disabling anything from the enemies this turn. That's not good. The enemies are mainly buffing themselves this turn, though, so maybe I could just turn and burn. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to set up a bunch of debuffs. Take out Domovoy. The enemy uses Wild Ritual, which now means it's gonna be really difficult to prevent you from using any moves because the enemies have 4 Wild Ether there. So I basically have to purge all of their Ether to start interrupting them again. Well, that's why we still have Ignite. Ooh, Grimoire. Our first wild minion. Oh boy. I really can't do anything about that top line? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Top line's about to do a Hailstorm to us. Hailstorm doesn't do a huge amount of damage. I'd still really like to prevent it if possible, though. That's why it's so frustrating that it's clearly not possible. Oh well. Grimoire off the field. Just got to deal with this. You crit on both of those. How dare you? Well, I'm pretty sure right now you only have like a 25% crit chance. I'm checking. You've got critical... Yeah, you've got a 30% crit chance by base right now. And I think at least 4 of 6 of those were crits. I'm just saying, kind of suspicious, buddy. I'm just saying. Whenever an ally evades a hit, generate Wind Ether. If you have 5 or more Wind Ether, Wild is generated instead. Yeah, we don't really dodge. Blind. Enemies with Terror have a 15% chance to miss for each hit. Sorry, miss each hit. Whenever an enemy misses a hit, apply Terror to them. I mean, this is a way to get some Terror applied, at least. And start triggering some dodge stuff, too. Concealed. At the start of combat and on dedicated support action, apply 1 dodge to self and shield each ally for 2. We don't really have any dedicated support actions. I'll take Blind. It doesn't seem good, but with enough Terror application, maybe that comes back around and becomes the best thing we can do. Probably go to the chef, if I had to guess. In the next area seems the most interesting to me. Gargoyle, you're Earth, right? Earth or Wind? Gonna turn out to be fire now that I've said that. Okay, it's water. Oh, good. Lava Fling completely takes 2 moves off the board, does a bunch of stagger. You simply have to love that. I don't think I should Aqua Pounce to get the stagger here. That just prevents a hit against the target who's already kind of dealt with. I think realistically, I just steal some resources from you. Thank you all for the energy. Come on, big lava fling this turn. Oh, it's only staggering 1. That's not what we want to fling. Unfortunately, no one else has that much purge. Oh, wow. We stagger every enemy this turn with Hailstorm. Hell yeah. Craft a memento out of the gargoyle as well. The Earthwind's sidekick shield power minion. If the enemies aren't attacking, I'm not getting that many resources, so I need to use all my basic attacks there. God, if Hailstorm only did more damage. It's like fine for type coverage at the moment. I just need to purge so much more than they actually have. Redirecting and shielding top line. Definitely feels like the one that I should prevent from taking an action is the one that looks like it's going to be taking a triple earth action directly targeted to 1 unit. And then, honestly, I'm going to Hailstorm at the end of the turn, and this is so that all of the enemies have a terror on them for the sake of having them possibly miss. Nice. Lethal retaliation. Yeah, unfortunately, both of these are using healings. That's Snowmark on you, and then the other one, Snowmark like Snowmark. And then reset as well, giving burn to all my minions. How dare you? God, I can't even lava purge both of you at the same time. What is the world coming to? Just get Brace Retaliate ready as well, because it's probably gonna still be important. Oh. Interesting. Because we attacked while Zoe was on fire, Zoe took burn damage, causing another Retaliate attack. So we got to Retaliate attack during the enemy's turn there. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the enemies getting to play here, so I'm just gonna delete you. Oh no, the enemy healed enough to actually get to use their lava soup turn. It's a little bit of annoying damage. We still get to kill them off, so. Definitely regret using an artifact there when I didn't need to. Interesting. Alchemical Charge is a 3x4 water fire attack against a target enemy. Purge 2 enemy ether if they have burn. Otherwise, apply 2 burn. 3 burn. Ball Lightning, 2x4 fire wind against target enemy. Purge 2 enemy ether. On interrupt, deal a 2 damage hit to all enemies. Would I ever use that instead of Lava Fling, which gives burn, which is just poise reduction? Like, really, that's just a hit. There's also Mud Fling, purges 2 enemy ether, heals all allies for 5, and on interrupts, applies temporary power to all allies. I could maybe see Mud Fling. Like, when I need to use... When I have Earth, I guess, instead. It doesn't seem like any of these give me additional utility from what I'm already capable of doing. Except for Mudfling just straight up having a heal number on it. But the heal is just 5. That's not much. It's really minimal, in fact. I think I re-roll, actually. I think none of those do almost anything for me. Burn conversion. Consumes 2 burn amongst enemies as an additional cost. Generate fire ether. I think that's a really easy way for me to benefit there. Ocarina. On action, heal the lowest ally with 3. On hit, 15% chance to apply Terror. Matthew has increased Terror application, so realistically I should just throw that on you. This must be Torment's blessing. A desperate attempt by the fortress's final commander to defend the holy city against Gauntlet's army. Upgraded tier if possible and pick a curse affix for it. I'm gonna upgrade the belt, but we'll see. Increases maximum health by 10. On action, 66% chance to apply 2 poison to self. At end of turn, 66.6% chance to consume 1 random buff on self. That's bad as well. Damage +1 on all hits. Okay. On action, 25% chance to apply 1 corruption to self. No. I gotta take the health and poison chance, and I would like to remove that as soon as possible as well. I should do okay against these Nosferatus, I think. Lava Fling doing incredible work. I can't get it to stagger the last guy because he's not using a special move, unfortunately. Fling him. So much poise damage from a single action. That one's already attacking top line. Let's just set up a retaliate that you run into. And then realistically, just resource generation for the final one, thank you. I definitely need more shielding on Zoe. It's like a strong priority right now. Replacing their equipment would be a really good little push in the right direction. I think I'll use our Lava Fling this turn to stop the enemy from... My god. To stop the hailstorm from coming in from the enemy. I'm afraid the only one who is allowed to hailstorm will be me. Oops. Accidentally killed that enemy, so I don't get to start the turn with them on their high terror. Alas. I'll be happy with just finishing the fight. Reggie leveled up again, got to level 4 worthiness, and got no additional stat. So I think when a unit gets to level 3 worthiness, it seems like it's got all of its all of its innate buffs unlocked. Explosive rush for a bunch of damage, not really what I'm looking to do. 3x3 wind earth attack against target enemy. If this monster has 3 off your rage, apply H to yourself, otherwise deal an additional 2x3. If I was already doing that, sure. Drift guard, that's what I'm looking for. Shield self for 2x6, apply redirect to self. Thank you. Reflective trap, apply 2 dodge to target ally. But then you gain retaliate. That doesn't seem right. Retaliate, trigger a 2x5 earth wind damage attack against the enemy. So you're giving target ally dodge, but you're gaining the retaliate trigger. No, I don't see it. Vampiric Bite. Oh. 1x4 water damage against a target enemy for 2 blue. If the action kills an enemy, heal self for 10 and increase this action's damage by 2 for the rest of the run. I only need to hit that like 3 times before it's a good attack. Solar Wind, 2x5 fire wind damage against all enemies. On interrupt, apply dodge to all allies. I'm going to try and make Vampiric Bite finish as many fights as it can. Banner. Oh, this is a much better piece of equipment. Matthew, you do a lot of wind damage. Yep. All allies get 7 crit chance, 7 evasion. Also another 10% evasion on the character. And wind damage +1. Give that to Matthew. And then I said I was going to go cook, but also just better equipment would be nice. But is it going to offer us better equipment, or is it going to offer us to upgrade our equipment? Upgrading that banner, however, is nice as well. It's another 3% crit chance and evasion for the entire party. I'm gonna go to the cook. Don't make me regret this. Where are you, man? You know, the Forbidden Fortress looks much scarier on the outside. Huh? Hush. Did you hear something? Must be some ghastly monsters around that corner. Are you scared, man? What? Me scared? You gotta be joking. These monsters better run from me. I suppose you're right. You do seem scarier than anything here in the Forbidden Fortress. Thank you. Ooh, grant a new perk at the cost of 7 corruption. I think I want to give this to Zoe. Like, Zoe getting anything related to shield or health would be sick. Oh no, but Zoe, you already have the most corruption. Got a lot of corruption already, actually. I don't think I can give you that. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Matthew. Oh, sick! I could get 15% more evasion, I could reduce damage by 1, or ether. Just generate an additional ether at the start of the turn. That... Thank you, yes. I'm smiling and nodding my head. Talisman rare equipment. Oh, yes! Water generator. Basic attacks do an additional... that's actually not that incredible. But, Zoe, Whenever a buff is applied to you, 20% chance to gain another stack of the same buff. That is actually huge. Can I get a high ground advantage against one of you? Oh, come on. Come on, come up here. Let me get the high ground. It'll be over. Alright, whatever. I'm especially good at staggering these enemies unless I'm purging them, I think. Oh no, that'll get 2 of them down at the same time, as well as preventing the wild generation, which is really important to do. I think I'm gonna only be doing a basic attack with our bottom line there. It'd be nice to have 1 additional fire. Sadly, just not the case at the moment. Yeah, see, top line, like, I can trigger or retaliate. But I mean, they're all kind of small shields, unfortunately. I don't think this fight's going to be enough of a problem that I should try and make this turn neater. It's just I also don't think that retaliate's necessary. Now, if I was retaliating twice, which if I had the wild ether free, I could have just set up brace twice. Different story. All that random ether generation was actually really unfortunate for us. We didn't get much fire at all, and that's definitely what I care most about. Capable of staggering 1 of you. Good lord. Maybe I need a lot more purge. Like, for every X you purge amongst, or for every X burn you give enemies, purge something from them would be sick as hell. Oh my god, I've literally been forgetting about burn conversion this whole time. It's the solution to all of the things I keep saying. And I'm just looking at it like, why don't I have something that generates fire ether? Having already collected it earlier. Oops. Still gotta figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do with it, though, because realistically, I need to prevent the mana generation, but I also need to prevent the damage. I just really wish there were a way to accomplish both. It's just not. It's better to have a problem in the future rather than right now, I guess. Scan a little bit of additional redirects. And even more redirect and even more shield. I will Hailstorm, because I have all of the resources for it. They're the resources I'm spending the least at the moment as well. And we can get that, the miss chance on enemies. Hey, there we go. One of those missed. Got to apply some terror to the enemy. That's what we're looking for. I get to interrupt 4 actions with this Lava Fling, and it causes a cascade of damage. This is what we're always trying to set up for. Hell yeah. Vampiric Bite kills the enemy, upgrades its damage now to 1/6. Obviously quite strongly incentivized to keep on keeping on. See if I can get this one down with that action as well. Oh, Sharoof. Is it possible you could accidentally crit and kill there? I think that's set up. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Every other action would kill. Also, the enemy's healing themselves this turn. I should have just... Well, no, they died to the heal before they got to use their action, I think. Damn. There's definitely a way I could have tried to finagle that. On single attack, apply weakness. No, way worse than anything else I'm holding at the moment. Doesn't even have any affixes. Cursed or otherwise. There's a lot I could do with a witch at the moment. Cosmic Horror is doing nothing for us. Also, what else would I get there instead? Actually, the witch can also reroll moves for us. And Drift Punch matters not at all anymore in the world where I have Drift Guard. So I can reroll for Zoe and maybe get a better tank ability of some... Well, what would it even be? This pentagram holds a dark power, something not native to Terrastay. It's a sacred place dedicated to something grander, far outside our world. Full Rebirth for 30 gold, no EXP loss. You stand before a pentagram of forced rebirth. It allows you to rebirth one of your monsters by force. They'll be reborn as a new monster, but all of their corruption will be cleansed and all their skills will be reset. Large payment of gold is required for a complete rebirth, which results in no EXP loss. You may also choose an incomplete, but it'll have 3 less EXP than it has now. I could rebirth Matthew. The only problem is into what? Like, realistically, you do provide some stuff that I care about. Largely at the moment, energy. But once that Vampiric Bite's on board, I don't know. You might even become a really good attacker. Oh. Soul Gate. Let it go in. Yep. Oh, Shielding Dust Artifact. And I managed to score that before the fight. Yay. Start work on the Grimoire, I think, because that's otherwise going to be generating a huge amount of ether. Ooh, second fire is huge there. Gotta love it. Fling him! Yeah, we don't need additional self-redirect on top. We just need additional retaliate. 2 of them are ordering targeting the top. I'd really like not to stagger. I want one of those when you retaliate, gain 3 shielding or something like that, just to reduce the amount of damage coming in significantly. Because retaliate's definitely the most common trigger for that guy. Can I do any earth damage here? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start with Hailstorm. Because I believe with that, yeah, I'm now set up to be able to disable and stagger every enemy on the field at the same time. Whoops, killed the Grimoire. Domovoy and Mephisto both get staggered as well. I gain a huge amount of power. And we'll set up Mephisto to be killable with Vampire's Bite next turn. Little bite will get ya. And realistically, I just want to set you up to die in similar method next turn as well, so... Pop some burn on him. And realistically, I kind of just want to pass the turn otherwise. Enemy's going to self-heal as well as burn. Nope, never mind. They took enough damage from that burn that they don't even get another turn. That's fine. I knew. As soon as I hit him with the ignition, I was like, this is too much, isn't it? Was. Aggressive Purging. On every 4 attacks from allies, purges 1 enemy ether. We do retaliate a lot, which causes a lot of attacks. There's also critical hybridization. On crit, deal another hit. Triggers up to once per action. That's really good if we crit. Because if we ever crit, that's just another free hit, which is also wild damage, which is also poise damage, which might get them an interrupt, which then causes another hit. Purge, punishment, retaliate if there's monster. We don't do retaliate triggers on you, Reggie. I'll take aggressive purging. We're definitely at the point where we need more triggers of purging to actually stay ahead of the enemy's generation. Star. Ooh. Oh, who can even hold this? 75% chance for an additional hit. At the start of your turn, cleanse a debuff from this monster, and at the start of combat, shield self for 5. The additional hit's really good on Reggie, but it's not relevant. It's not better than the belt. The belt is power for every interruption, which... that increases the power of everything that we do after that. Like, if the first Lava Fling just disables enemies, it also gives us the power for the second Lava Fling to kill them. So yeah, Zoe and reroll Drift Punch. I'm leaning that way. Sorry, not Zoe, Lily. Zoe is who will be rerolled. To be honest, I barely ever went into the Fractured Ruins before all this happened. I mostly just stayed in Pilgrim's Rest. It was cozy, and I didn't need to worry about fighting off monsters. But now, ever since the Void opened up, it feels exciting to be part of something bigger. We're saving the world, right, Sirix? The action on Zoe of Drift Punch. Moisturize. If this unit has 3 or fewer age, apply age to self. That's not what moisturizing does. Then shield for 1 for each age stack, and then that's a free action. Winter's Guard. Shields all allies 3x3, claim 3 debuffs from allies, and apply redirect to self. I'm going to take this because I really do need an option to be able to clear debuffs from allies. Sadly, I can't just run away. Alrighty then. Forbidden Fortress boss. Let's go. I gotta remember, I've got all my Aethermancer artifacts. I can use those. I should be using those. I refresh them after this fight. There's no good reason for me not to use those. You're using Earth Ether this turn. It's kind of annoying because I really do like purging, and all of my purging is attached to Earth Ether at the moment. Maybe I have to wait a turn to purge now. The enemy is using Explosion, 3x5, fire damage. Okay, it could be worse. Are wild actions considered every action for the sake of Tides of the Void? I honestly don't know the answer to that. I kind of want to check. But I could also just score a free redirect. No, I need to know. Okay, wild type is not considered to be every type, so I didn't give the enemy a wild ether there. That's really important. I'm gonna be able to double retaliate to your actions. Also a good amount of shielding there. I feel like the rest of the turn, honestly, I should just generate ether. We block explosion. And score retaliate. And then our next retaliate. Wait, we retaliated... Oh, right, we retaliate 2 times to each of these. That's so good. Each of those is an individual attack, I'm pretty sure, as well. So I think we purged an ether during that turn just from the retaliate hits. Oh, come on! You won't even let me use fire? That's literally the other one! You butt. I still really want to do the double purge there. I'm doing it. The double interrupt is important for a bunch of different reasons, not least of which because it's the additional power on Sharuf. Excuse me. On interrupt, apply power to self. Yes. Lava Fling. You lava flung and you interrupted the enemy twice. Why do you not have any power? The enemy has no effect. It would have done that. I seem to have no effect that would have done that. Okay, yeah, don't know why that happened. Maybe it's just different how the bosses handle interrupts, but strange. Top line's already being attacked, so yeah. It's a great opportunity to double brace again. I think throwing in some terror is also going to be really good. Give the ability to heal. Oh, the basic attack fully missed. Thank you. Right, the responses are wild damage hits, so we do stagger them. I was not intending to stagger them, actually. I really wanted them to get both hits out there, because it's just 2 more free hits for me. Oh my god, again, Earth. I think maybe I need to prevent this one. Okay. I'm gonna start out with Brace, and then follow up with Winter Guard to give everyone some shielding. This is because the enemy is going to be using that Lava Surge this turn. The only way to stop them from using it is to let them use it, so riddle me that. Let's throw some direct terror on you as well, because we can. Enemy's going to be resetting next turn, which is nice, because then I'll have the ability to try and take advantage of a stagger again. Yeah. Lava Surge hits everyone. Thankfully, we had some shielding, and some nice dodges occurred there, too. Icy Assault is a huge amount of damage. Oh. I gotta remember to use my artifacts. Are you serious? Fire again. Please stop exclusively choosing the elements that I use on Sharu for purging you. I need them for purging you. Oh boy. I already have 2 redirect on self. I don't need more redirect. What I really need is just shielding for allies. Can't use fire, so I can just use a traditional purge on you this turn. Let's throw some terror at the situation. Gotta shield the party. Thank heck you missed as much as you did. God, literally just short of killing our tankiest character with a bunch of shield on them. Ah! Stop it! Stop! Stop it! You are actually screwing me! Why? What have I done to you? What did I ever do to you? I can use Winter's Guard as a free action here, which is not bad. It's gotta be like heal target. It's gotta be like reactivate target monster or something like that, maybe. I don't know how I keep you alive. Sharoof, realistically, all you can do is ignite. That got rid of a water from them, but unfortunately, because they've got that wild ether, they're still capable. Okay. I can stagger you now, actually. Is that enough to keep alive? Because the enemy's got 6 power on them. So they still hit that top line like a brick. Oh no, here's what it is. I use the Rod of Command to reactivate Sharoof, who goes straight for the throat with another Ignite. We finally got our first power. Sharoof, you should have had a lot of power already in this fight. Like, I do not understand why your belt apply power to self on interrupt is not triggering. We interrupted so many attacks. Just in case you're wondering, because on interrupt triggers when an enemy action is interrupted. An enemy action is interrupted when they are staggered, killed, or when they lack the ether required to pay the action's cost. And it was working like that in all previous combats. It's just, in this combat, it doesn't seem to be generating power for us. But now I do have a power, but that was only from a stagger, not from an interrupt. I suspect that's a bug, maybe, but we're in early access, so that kind of thing is definitely forgivable. Drift Guard for some more redirects, and hopefully enough armor to keep you alive. Yeah, if both of those hit, we definitely would have needed all that shielding. Back to fire. Of course you are. Actually screw you. Dude, actually legitimately screw you, though. Because the enemy was previously staggered, I can't really do that against them again. I don't have access to Drift Guard. I need more Wild Ether for that, which I really don't have. Oh boy, I think they get us here. Especially because that's, yeah, an AoE hit and then Icy Assault. So the best outcome here, I only lose my tank. And then we just immediately crumble before the might of the rest of this. Sharoof, you are supposed to have so much damage right now. You interrupted so many things. But also, hey, you could, like, choose water once. How about earth? Sorry, not earth. How about wind? How about water or wind? Literally, we've been in this battle at least 7, 8 turns now, and it's chosen non-fire earth 1 time. How dare you? I guess we can get some healing out of the enemy having terror. Also possibly some dodge. That dodge might be instrumental in keeping us alive. I'm gonna have to shield everyone for 10 here. Drift Guard is the most shielding I can get directly as well. Then that's what we gotta do. It's important to make sure the enemy has a bunch of terror on him. Lava Surge hits everyone. Oh boy, we're gonna need a lot of misses. Yeah, that's it's not gonna be enough. Can I at least take down the Starspawn here? Hilarious. It just chose wind, by the way. Too little, too late. You have ruined me, friend. I'm gonna Lava Fling, reactivate, and Lava Fling to see if I can actually... Okay, I can stop your biggest action. I got some more power for it as well, yay. That Icy Assault is going to be killing the bottom line unless we just so happen to dodge it perfectly. Oh boy, basic attack is a lot of damage. Oh, nope. Needed to dodge very slightly more than we managed to. Thank you for letting me hang out with my favorite guy for a little longer, but that'll be all they wrote. Let's heal up with that Monster Flask. Also chose water as well, by the way, so, you know, thank you. Thank you. It was really kind of you. You're kidding me. I got to free turn that? Nope. Nope, never mind. Second attack. Yeah. My guys. What did you do to my guys? We got to craft 4 mementos and generate 371 ether crystal, though, as well as there's question marks down here, so I imagine there's something that we've, even in the early access here, not yet unlocked that could be relevant to future runs as well. Alas. That'll be all the worthiness we gain this episode. I'm gonna go and... Oh! Hello, Sir Tiberian.
Pilgrim's Rest. Truly a peaceful place, wouldn't you agree?
It truly is. Since the few times I've been here, I've really grown rather fond of it. It has something idyllic that not many places have.
Well spoken. I most certainly agree. It's nice to simply relax here after a hard day's work and to talk to other monsterkin. It would be even nicer if it wasn't threatened by the void. Oh, that reminds me. I might be able to improve your tracking skills, helping you find rare monsters and uncover new paths.
Hell yeah.
In return, could I ask you for some of the ether crystals you've already found? I will potentially need them.
What do you need them for?
You see, I'm thinking about asking Gustavo to connect me to a blacksmith that can craft Ethereum armor with them. So in case he knows someone, I want to be prepared. I can't go in there empty-handed now, can I?
Alright, sounds good.
Really? Splendid!
Oh, what do you have? Shifted monsters. Whenever you encounter an enemy monster, if you already have its base memento, there's now a chance that it'll be shifted. You may craft a shifted memento, allowing you to shift the monster at rebirth. Shifted monsters rather have altered base attributes. The chance for regular monsters to be shifted is 5%. For champion and hidden monsters, it's 15. Interesting. And then hidden monsters. Additional rare hidden monsters can appear in Pilgrimage Path, Forbidden Forest, and Search Command. Allows you to press E to make your monster reveal nearby secret areas. Additionally, if you stand close to a secret area, a monster will show an exclamation mark above them. I think that sounds really good because I don't know what it does.
Sirius, be straight with me. Do you really think we can close that darn void?
I'll try. To tell you the truth, I still don't even know for sure the void can be closed.
I appreciate that honesty. Let me be honest too. I don't think anyone around here apart from you has a stands a chance of closing the void. So basically, I'm putting all my trust in an Aethermancer. Ugh. What else is there to do for a mare at the end of the world?
Let's make a deal, Gustavo. Just see if you have any new stock of anything. You do not? Okay, you just have the same stuff. We'll have the new mementos down here at Lily. If I may ask, where are you actually from, Lily?
Where else but Aquelius? I thought my soul-bonding skills made that pretty much clear. I was trained in Aquil, actually. The magnificent floating city designed by the mastermind, the forlorn child of Aquelius, Formalhaut. It was boring, to tell the truth. I like it around here much more.
Interesting. There aren't many who leave Aquelius.
What about you? You never really told me why you left.
Let's just say I prefer the company of monsters.
A noble goal. And who wouldn't prefer just traveling around with their monsters anyway?
Indeed. We can establish soulbound here for Gargoyle, Domovoy, Grimoire. I kind of want to claim I will claim Domovoy, actually. And then also Wormling. Aliot will have something to say to me, but before that, I'm going to get this search command. Hidden areas might have additional resources. I don't know. That's the kind of operation I'm working on here. If you ask me, the monsterkin that choose to stay in Pilgrim's Rest are completely foolhardy. Especially the ones that are venturing into the void alongside us. They may not feel it, but the void is slowly corrupting and destroying them. For their sake, I sincerely hope we find a better way to close this void sooner rather than later. Yeah, don't have anything to buy the rest of these. Cool, and there's no new ones available at the moment. So at the start of the next episode, we will launch into another mythic run in the first biome, but for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist, relevant content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of thank you. And a special thanks to this episode to Disney Me. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.